quick intro for this sled. Stay tuned to the end because I learned some stuff about this sled, about how to take on these A-arms as we work on it. So this sled is not running. It's got bent A-arms. Not anymore because this is in the future, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for being here. Make sure to like and subscribe and let's get working. We are working on this cat today. I don't know if you'd be able to guess what we need to do on it if I give you a slow picture of this. This is my neighbor's sled. Here, I'll just let you see if you can guess. Okay, I'm not sure. I think it's about 2009. Everything looks okay there. Everything looks messed up there. So I'll show a clip of what happened. It may be vertical, so it's gonna show up weird on the screen. I'm sorry, it may not be. I don't remember how I recorded it. We're out testing out my neighbor, got some new sleds. And the trailing arm, or the A-arm just broke. So he's going back to get some straps. I'm kind of just got it on edge here. I'm just kind of limping it back, but it's tiring. It's tough. Anyways, we went way down there. You gotta go way over there. So hopefully the straps make it a little easier to do. Otherwise, it's gonna be a long night. Fast update, made it down the trail further, riding it like this. It's tiring. The boys that do this are better than me. I gotta work out more, I guess. Work on my flat land side hill a little more. But this arm is burning. So maybe I need to push with my other arm more. This broke. I mean, I'm showing the clip, right? I showed the clip. It broke and I had to side hill it forever back. And then we strapped up the ski, rode it back to the trailer. This was the end of last year. So it's been out. We haven't worked on it this whole time. This whole summer. Now it's starting to snow. We need new A-arm and stuff on there. So I've never worked on one of these. I don't think ever. So it's going to be an experience. Just looking though, these bolts, these are not captured. So I think we're going to have to take a lot of this off. Again, I'm experimenting, I'm learning. I'm going to give at the end of this video what I think you should do. Might not be what I did or do. I'm going to try to take as little of this sled apart, but it does look like I'm going to have to take some of this sled apart. Let me show you what I think we're going to have to do. Also, I get a lot of this just from what I read online, but it looks like we're going to have to take a lot of this nose cone off. That will include some of the bumper. Let me zoom out. Some of the bumper, but to get to that bolt. So that's where I'm going to start. The back now. I don't know exactly what I'm going to have to take apart, but I'm thinking we're going to have to take the pipe off and this heat shield here to get down into where that bolt's at, because I've been trying to look and see and I can't find a way. So just start with the front, work to the back. And obviously it's going to come too late, but if you know how to do this, let me know or be interested to see. I've got the old one off. Let me show you kind of what I had to do. You might be able to get away with not doing all this, but I don't know. I probably wouldn't try it. So here's what I did. There's a lot of these screws, and these plastic screws. I took them off on this side, all along there in the front. I did take one out there that I think was unnecessary to take off. And then I also took off, let me zoom out. I also took off this and the side panel and the pipe and the heat shroud that covers your throttle bodies. Okay, then I was able to move this piece, the nose cone aside, and get the front bolt out. And then got the longest 14 I had, stuck it down in there, and held on to that. That is going to be the tricky one to get in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some tape in here, hold that in, and then hold this down, and hopefully it'll zip on. So, obviously I took the hood off. It just clips here, and then there's 2 wires that hold on the deal, and then 2 pins that hold it on the front. So, gonna put the ARM back on, the new one on. So, we'll try that. Not too bad yet, but like I said, I think getting that back one in is gonna be the trick. All right, next day we have the bushings for that A-arm. The ones that came in a kit didn't fit, so I had to go get some from the ArcticCat dealer. But they are in, and the other bushing, I'll have to find it. Anyways, fits into there. It's all in there, and now we're gonna put this back in, and hopefully we can get this bolt on with no problem. But based on how everything else goes in my life, there's gonna be lots of problems. It's been a few days. I'm not sure where we left off, but got the lower A-arm in. Then we found out the top one's bent. So I tried to bend it back, not happening. So the reason it's been a few days is we ordered in a new one, so we're gonna throw that in now. I have found out you do not need to take as much apart as I thought for the lower. We're gonna see on the upper, but for sure on the lower. So let's get rolling. Sled's all back together and done. A-arm went back on with a straight A-arm, really easy. For the lowers, you'd have to take the hood off, but not all the plastics down here. You wouldn't have to take all those bolts out and things. Just the air box and the hood off. Because you have to get the air box out, you have to take the hood off. And then for the upper, you do have to take those plastics apart to get the bolt all the way out, as far as I can see. Yeah, so that's where we're at. All right, this sled was not running. Turns out it just had bad gas. We drained the tank and put some fresh in, drained out the fuel line, fired up. So what I learned doing this sled, one, some things are in some really inconvenient spots, okay? Like where they bolt the fuel, the top A-arm, you have to go down by the throttle bodies. Talked about that earlier. So to get this off, to get off the top A-arm, I think I talked about it, but I just want to really cover it. You do not have to undo all of this, all these panels and front nose cone. You just have to take off the hood and the air box, and you can get to that bolt. The lower one, I think you do have to take off this stuff here because the bolt doesn't have enough room here to come out. So you do have to take off some of that. Not super bad, just a little time consuming. Yeah, I'm excited to get out and rip on this sled and have some fun. So we'll probably see it in some videos coming up because he's my neighbor. So we're gonna go out and rip.